Welcome to my channel, Planning with Maserati. We are going to be doing the daily scripture writing for June 28th, which is Leviticus 13:4. 3 days away. 2 days away now. Today's the 25th, by the way. So I am just getting them up and going so that when you get up in the morning at 6:30, depending on time zones, you will have your scripture. So you can wake up to the Lord. I don't know what time you get up, but I just chose 6:30 because that's the time I get up, and I figured, well, maybe other people do too as well. I need to add paper to this before I start. So, Leviticus 13:4. I came to the conclusion to stop doing the welcome to my channel segment like that, because if you're going to subscribe, you're going to subscribe, and if, you're not, you're not. It's up to you. But I just say it only because, just to keep it, it helps my channel grow. So I figured with scripture writing, I'm going to stop saying that, and then even with the other videos, I'm just going to get straight into the video. So, June, we're focused on going deeper with God. I do have July up. Again, we're only on the 25th, so I'm still working on the description. So, this here. And then the devotionals. I have everything ready. I've showed it to you. I had you guys screenshot it if you screenshotted it. And so with that, I'm still working on putting it in today because we're still in the 25th. I'm just filming my video so that I can focus on doing that, doing my Bible study and all that other stuff. Because today was a bad day for me in the morning, and I'm just now getting a little bit perky. So, yeah. So, going deeper with God, self-study, scripture, observation, application, and prayer. And we read, write, pray, and reflect. And let's go ahead and turn the page. We should be on How to Make a Deeper Connection with God by Jensen, Salisbury, which is a 6-day devotional. Let's go ahead and start. Leviticus 13:4. So here's Leviticus 13, and 4 is on this side. Right here. And it says, "But if the spot on the skin of his body is white and does not appear to be deeper than the skin, and the hair in it has not turned white, the priest will quarantine the stricken person for 7 days." Wow, so even quarantine back then was 7 days. Because you know how it was here, during 2021, 22. Yeah, it was 2020 or 2021 and 2020, 2020, and I believe 2022. 2019, wasn't it? Something like that. You know what I'm talking about. You know the C word. It's not a swear word. So let's say it again. "But if the spot on the skin of his body in white..." Okay, so let me say it again, because I'm reading it and then I go down and get confused. "But if the spot on the skin of his body is white and does not appear to be deeper than the skin and the hair, and the hair in it has not turned white, the priest will quarantine the stricken person for 7 days." So this is something you have to read the whole, starting on 14. And it says skin diseases. Okay. Wow, so you would be quarantined for a skin disease. Very interesting. So back in the day, people were saying, I feel like somebody's walking in, but it's my eyesight being crazy. Back in the day, they quarantined. And for 7 days, which is crazy because this Bible was written, and I know it's been rewritten by, many, translations. So this is the CSB translation, but it's still the same. It's just different translations. So it's kind of crazy to believe. It's not crazy to believe, but it's crazy to know that even back then, they were in quarantine. Then you have to wonder, like, if they were in quarantine, you know how, like, we were, and they would tell us to use sanitizer, use Clorox, things like that, for, we'll say 2021, because that's when I had it. And, it's kind of crazy to believe, like, wow, what did they use back then? What kind of cleaning agents, like, what kind of things did they clean with? Home remedies? I guess that's reading the Bible to understand it. But you'd have to read chapter... We're on 13, right? Yeah, so chapter 13. To basically understand, or even read even Leviticus to understand what is the meaning of this. It's pretty interesting. I'm going to see what, because verse, whatever's on this side that has that little words on the bottom, I'm going to see what it means for that. For chapter 13. See, I get stuck on one thing and then I want to know more. I guess that's a good thing, but then I get to rambling, and I do apologize. I am almost done with this one. And then I can see, like, the other page, what it's saying. For 7 days. Okay. That still blows me away. Because that was the same amount of time that we have to quarantine. So I'm just going to write the word observation, set up for tomorrow, and then we could continue on with seeing what it means. Or not what it means, but continue on with more information. So June 29th. Scripture, okay, or even see if it has anything. So the 29th is Leviticus. We're staying in Leviticus for these 2 days. 13:31. Okay, so I'm gonna push this back. And then see what that is. Okay, so here we go. I'm trying to see 13. So, okay, so on here for 13 it says skin diseases. So on 2, when a person has a swollen scab or spot on the skin of his body, and it may be a serious disease on the skin of his body, he is to be brought to the priest Aaron or to one of his sons, the priest. Okay. So 2 is discoloration. I'm trying to see where the letter is. Okay, so it's K. So instead of... No, it's J. Where's J? Okay. So swelling is, or discoloration, which is a scab, is, or discoloration. And 2, again, for K, it says or rash or eruption. A spot on the skin of his body, and it may be a serious disease on the skin of his body. He is to be brought to the priest, Aaron, or to one of his sons, the priests. So, swelling and scab. Those are the 2. So, swelling is for discoloration, and scab is or rash or eruption. Very interesting to know these things. Like, I never really dig deeper when I'm doing this, because I'm going to something else to do. This is very interesting that, and I was thinking about it today as well. You can sit here and go deeper just with the scripture rating plan. Just by using this plan every day, you can find out more in each. I don't know, I just thought about that. And I have no idea why. It's like, you already know you can, but it just came to me like, Maserati, you could have just went deeper into this study. So you're doing the observation, you're doing the application of prayer, but why not go deeper and study the words? There has to be a reason why they're putting those letters, right? So, there. It was my little observation. I just noticed, like, I could have been going deeper all along, and I think that's what I'm gonna do, because that's why I'm using the smaller one for July, is because every page, as I do this, I'm gonna leave a page behind it, like I used to. So I leave this page, scripture writing, of course. Now I'm going to put a page behind it for this page to go deeper. And as much pages as I need, I will take. I don't care about, paper like that. You need just one paper and that's it. No, you need to dig deeper. And this is the way to do it. And study more so you'll understand, okay, well, what do they mean by, but if the spot on the skin, if we didn't read the whole Leviticus of 2, I wouldn't have known what they were talking about. The spot on the skin of his body is white and does not appear to be deeper than the skin, and the hair in it has not turned white. The priest will quarantine the stricken person for 7 days. You need to dig deeper and find out why. So that's what I was just thinking. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless.